Joshua victory challenger fight has been for the IBF has been announced to take place on June 20th this year, and Kubrat Pulev has already come out swinging at Anthony Joshua, talking about vowing to wreck the hope of the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury super bout. So Kubrat Pulev is not playing around, is he? In my opinion, what do I think about this fight? Kubrat Pulev is a tough man. He's not gonna come to play about. The man's got, let's just put it this way, I believe he's got one of the strongest jabs in the heavyweight division right now. I've seen this guy snapping the heads back of many guys. His only loss was obviously to thus far was to Vladimir Klitschko, where he got knocked out. And I believe that since that knockout loss to Vladimir Klitschko, Kubrat Pulev, as his defense has improved, his jab has improved. Most of Kubrat Pulev's work starts off from his jab. Once he's jabbed you, then he starts to, find these little shots that he can find. He's not known to be a puncher, but this, at the end of the day, this is heavyweight boxing. If you're weighing over 200 pounds, like you're a big guy, like look at Kubrat Pulev. This guy is not no skinny dude. He's a big man. If this guy lands on anyone's chin, they're going to sleep. He's a big man. So this is heavyweight boxing, because people said Tyson Fury can't punch, but look what he did to Deontay Wilder. So this is heavyweight boxing, like I said. If he lands his best shot on AJ, I think AJ would be going down, in my opinion. At the same time, if AJ landed his best shot on Kubrat Pulev could be going to sleep. But Kubrat Pulev previously has showed a very good chin. He got clipped a few times by Vladimir Klitschko, big right hands. The guy, he went down, he got up, he continued fighting until he ended up getting knocked out, obviously from the accumulation of shots. But Kubrat Pulev can take a shot. We've seen, and also at the same time, Kubrat Pulev's confidence is probably coming from what Andy Ruiz was able to do to Anthony Joshua in the first fight, with the left hook that Andy Ruiz landed on Joshua that rocked him, and then his second shot at the top of his head that knocked off his equilibrium and everything. Kubrat Pulev has definitely got confidence from Andy Ruiz's performance, because Kubrat Pulev was actually meant to fight Anthony Joshua before, but pulled out with injury, and that is why we ended up having Carlos Takam versus Anthony Joshua. But Kubrat Pulev, as I said, he's pretty good, durable heavyweight. Obviously, he's got a lot of experience in the heavyweight division. Obviously, he had a recent victory over Fury. Was quite a boring fight, but for me, what I saw there was, obviously I've seen it before, but how good Kubrat Pulev's jab is, and how Kubrat Pulev also knows how to deal with fighters who know how to move around the ring, because Fury is quite light on his feet. He knows how to move around the ring quite a little bit, and Pulev was able to track him down and consistently land this jab that I didn't think just kept jabbing away at kept jabbing away at Fury. So for me, Kubrat Pulev is kind of similar to Sergey Kovalev in terms of the way he can wear you down with his jab. He keeps snapping your head back, wearing you down, constantly tapping your chin, just like the way Kovalev kept tapping Anthony Yar's chin. Can Kubrat Pulev get to Anthony Joshua's chin with his jab? Because Anthony Joshua has a strong jab himself, and obviously Anthony Joshua has a lot of tools in his locker of the left, not just a jab. He's got that right hook, left hook, uppercut. He can also get to the inside. Would Kubrat Pulev be able to deal with the pressure that Anthony Joshua can present to Kubrat Pulev's body? Because Kubrat Pulev, Andy Ruiz, is not that small guy with the fast hands that Anthony Joshua is not able to deal with, especially with Joshua that sometimes can tire through the rounds. So it will be interesting, because a lot of people are underrating Kubrat Pulev. I've seen it on social media. A lot of people some people calling Kubrat Pulev a bum, saying the guy can't fight, people already looking past Kubrat Pulev at AJ versus Fury. People already looking past Wilder for that trilogy. People haven't learned especially recently, because most people don't know too much about boxing previous fight. Let's just use the Andy Ruiz example. The vast majority of boxing media and boxing fans said Andy Ruiz was going to get knocked out. Andy Ruiz didn't get knocked out. The guy dismantled AJ and stopped him and took the belts. So why are people not using their brain and are just assuming that Kubrat Pulev is gonna lose? This is how people build themselves up to shock losses. If Kubrat Pulev beat AJ, it won't shock me, but it would surprise me because like after all that Andy Ruiz to come here and then lose to Kubrat Pulev, I'll be thinking like, raw, you lost to Kubrat Pulev, like come on man. Especially this is mandatory as well because it's not like before where Andy Ruiz was a voluntary. The majority of mandatory contracts, there are no rematch clauses. So if Kubrat Pulev was to beat Anthony Joshua, and he has a standard mandatory contract, Kubrat Pulev might not have to rematch Anthony Joshua. He can just walk away with the belts and go do what the hell he wants to do. So this is Anthony Joshua has to take this fight seriously. This can't be a slip-up fight because this will just change the whole heavyweight division. Because imagine this scenario where Kubrat Pulev beat AJ and then you have Tyson Fury somehow beat Deontay Wilder again, and then you have two top-ranked guys with Bob Arum's running heavyweight boxing. It's got Kubrat Pulev, top rank, Tyson Fury, top rank. Next thing you know, unification bout, Tyson Fury taking on Kubrat Pulev for who's the undisputed. Can you imagine that scenario happening? Raw. But then at the same time, you could have, there's so many different scenarios. You could have AJ winning, then Wilder winning, then you've got the AJ Wilder back on, then you've got Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. So it's quite interesting heavyweight boxing. It'll be interesting to see when the press conference is going to happen. I want to see the press conference with Kubrat Pulev and Anthony Joshua just to see what's going to happen because they were going to fight previously before. I believe Kubrat Pulev is quite confident based off what happened with Andy Ruiz. So, because that made Joshua before had this aura of invincibility. I don't think he has that anymore. A lot of guys are going to think they can come in and knock him out. So I believe he should take this fight seriously. Joshua can definitely beat Kubrat Pulev, but you can't just write off Kubrat Pulev. The guy can fight. So drop your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about the Kubrat Pulev Anthony Joshua fight? Do you think Joshua's going to knock him out? Do you think Kubrat Pulev's going to knock him out? Who do you think is going to win this fight? Do you want, for maybe there's a lot of fans out there, some people are supporting Kubrat Pulev. Do you think Kubrat Pulev would have a shot against Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder? Do you think Kubrat Pulev's going to get steamrolled by AJ? Or do you want to see Anthony Joshua take out Kubrat Pulev and set up a undisputed fight with Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder potentially at the end of the year or 2021? Drop your comments in the comment section below, guys. Cool.